Good morning, children. Today we're going to learn a very interesting topic which will allow us to create a story that will show different scenes. This will be done by a block in Scratch that will enable us to change scenes from one background to another. To start, how would you like creating animation with multiple scenes or backgrounds? Today, we are learning to create programs that changes scenes or backgrounds. What I'm looking for, I can add a new page in ScratchJr. I can create instructions to change a background from one page to another. Changing background in Scratch is done by using the Go to Page block, which will only appear after adding a new page with a background. By default, ScratchJr will only show you one page. To add a new page, all you have to do is click the plus symbol in the page panel of ScratchJr user interface. After clicking Add Page, you will then have a second page that you can design by adding a new background and sprites. You can then put blocks for your sprites and program how your story will play out. How to do it? Watch this video to learn how to create a new page and program your animation to change scenes in ScratchJr. To start, create a new project by clicking the New Project button. Once you have created a new project, delete the sprite if you don't need it. By default, Scratch will only give you one page. You can add a new page by clicking the plus button. But before we add a new page, let's design the first page. Click the Add Background button. In this Add Background button, choose any background you like. In my case, I'll be using the suburbs. In my suburbs, I'd like to delete the tree. So what you're going to do, go back to Add Background page, click Suburbs and click the Paintbrush button. In the Paint Editor window, click on the scissor, click on the tree. That's how you delete the tree in the suburb background. Once you're okay with it, click on the tick mark. Now you have your suburb background without the tree. Next, add sprite that you can use for your animation or story. Click the Add Sprite button. In this story, I will add a cyclist. I will be using the shrink block to adjust the size of the cyclist. Next, add the blocks for the cyclist to move from one end to another. This will be done by clicking the green flag. So go to the yellow blocks and add the yellow block with the green flag. Go to the motion block and add the move to right block. Change the number in the move right block to a number that will allow you to make the cyclist move from one end to another. Next to it, add the end block. Now, we would like to program our cyclist to talk while moving. So, we click the yellow block and add the same block here, the one with the green flag. Then, go to the looks block and add the save block. Type the text that you would like the cyclist to show in the speech bubble. Connect both blocks. The cyclist is saying this is a wonderful day, and in the second speech bubble it is saying I am going to the city. So in this case you need a second page that shows the city background. Click the Add Page button, delete the default sprite, click the Add Page background and choose the city background. Now in here, we need to put this same sprite. So click the Add Sprite button. Add the same sprite, and that is the cyclist. Change the size by using the shrink block in the looks block. Make sure that the cyclist has the same size with the one you have used in the previous page. Once you're okay, put the blocks back to its panel. Now in this page, we want that the cyclist will be moving from left to right. So the same block, go to yellow block and add the yellow block with the green flag. Click the motion block and put on the move right block and change the number from 1 to 16. This will allow us to make the cyclist move from left to right. Test your code block. Okay, so the cyclist is moving from left to right. Now in this case, I want the cyclist to be moving and never stopping until I press the stop button. So I'll go to the red block and use repeat forever. Now after this one, I want the cyclist to be saying something. So go to the yellow block and add the same block, the yellow block with the green flag. Click on the looks block and use the say block. Type the text that you would like the cyclist to show up in the speech bubble. Connect the blocks. After this one, you add the end block. Now, we would like to add other characters or sprites in our second page. To do this, click on Add Sprite button. Other characters or sprites that we can use would be the one driving cars. Adjust the size of it using the shrink block. Program this sprite to move left and right, and it should never stop running or moving until you press the stop button. So go to the yellow block, the same yellow block with the green flag, use the move right, and use repeat forever. Now do the same for another sprite. Adjust the size of it. Put the blocks. This time, if you press the green flag, all of the sprites are moving at the same speed. What we can do is we will change the speed of each one. This time we click on the control block and add the set speed block. So for our blue car, I'll use the fastest speed. For our red car, I will use faster speed. And for our cyclist, I want to use the slowest motion or speed. This time, click the green flag and see how each one is moving slow, fast, and fastest. Go back to the first page and play by clicking the green flag. Now, as you can see, the first page is not bringing you to the second page. What we can do here is click on the red block, and there is a new block here that says go to page 2. This appears because we have added the second page. This part here where the sprite or cyclist is talking, we don't have the end block. So what we will connect is the go to page 2 block. Press the green flag and see what will happen. So the scene is changing from one page to another by using the go to page 2 block.